Hello. We all know cocoa is the chief agricultural export of Ghana. It is also the country's main cash crop. Ghana is also the second largest producer and exporter of cocoa in the world. Now today we are here in AVATIME BIAKPA. Yes, AVATIME BIAKPA in the Whole West district of the Volta region to talk to one of the farmers who is raising the flag of Ghana high when it comes to sir.
That's IBRAHIM Ochina.
Okay, Mr. Ochina. For how long have you been farming cocoa?
That should be, if not 10, 12 years now.
10, 12 years.
Yes.
So, okay, if you want to compare the cocoa production, I mean, that 12 years ago and now, what's the difference?
This time, I may say it's getting better.
Okay.
I mean, from the beginning. Because normally, the cocoa, when it started producing, it produces gradually.
Okay.
As it gets matured, and then with good maintenance,
Okay.
then you can have more production. That's how it is. So, in the year in which we are for about 10, 12 years now, I think things are better. Yes.
Now, let's talk about the maintenance you just spoke about. How easy or difficult is it to, I mean, maintain a cocoa farm?
Real is difficult.
Okay.
Mainly this new breed.
Okay, which is that?
It is a hybrid.
Hybrid, okay.
It's a hybrid from cocoa board.
Okay.
Maintaining it is so difficult. Far different from tetekwashi.
Okay.
Because the reason why we say so is tetekwashi, during the time our parents were farming tetekwashi, sometimes they always spray gamelin to scare up the akatie.
Okay.
But now this cocoa, you need to do pruning, you need to do sanitary harvesting.
Okay.
The sanitary harvest is to pluck off the black pods which were not matured on the tree, but they are still on the tree. You need to pluck them. For the cocoa to produce well, you need to spray a fertilizer, some call a cocoa set.
Okay.
The cocoa set will allow the flowers to remain on the tree.
Okay.
Because sometimes when the cocoa flower like that, it depends the nutrition that it has in the soil.
Okay.
So normally it tries to abort, many flowers.
Okay.
So you can see it with many flowers. By the end of the day, only you find some few pods on it.
Okay. Now give us a little education here. You spoke about the variety. How many varieties of cocoa do we have in Ghana here?
Okay. As for we as farmers, the one that they give us is all you know, which is the hybrid.
Hybrid.
Formerly we're having tetekwashi, we're having Amazonia, we're having all those type of cocoa.
So are those ones out of the system now?
I'm very sure, because that is what they've converted and developed the new hybrid.
Okay. Now let's talk about the size of your farm. What's the size of your farm here?
The farm is about 7.8 acres.
Okay.
7.28 acres.
Okay.
Yes.
And the land acquisition, how did you acquire this land?
This land belongs to our family. It's a family land.
Okay.
So my father was farming on this land for the past years before he passed on. And then we took over.
Okay.
So formerly it was tetekwashi, which covered the whole land.
Okay. Now, for those of farmers who are not privileged to have a family land like you, how difficult is it for them to get land to farm cocoa?
It's either you hire someone's land on conditions which you may farm, then you share, or you acquire it by purchasing it. I think that's the only two things you can do to acquire land if you don't own your own land.
I see. I see. Now you spoke about being in the cocoa business for the past 10 years.
Yeah.
How lucrative is cocoa farming?
Okay, I may say, what we expect actually, we have not been getting it, because before education to get into cocoa, mostly this new breed, we were told like 1 acre like this, you can harvest about not less than about 10 bags or 15 bags and all those things. But actually, as we've entered it with all the assistance from Cocoa Board and our TOs, yet we are still behind that achievement, which is one of our disappointments.
So let's talk about assistance from Cocoa Board. What sort of assistance do they normally offer you?
Okay, normally we are asked to form, even before cooperatives. Before cooperatives, we have cocoa groups, cocoa farmers groups. So they normally give us like a cartier to the chemical to scare a cartier from the farm. They give us fertilizers, and then I think that is all they have. And then they give us black pods. The chemical to spray black pods. But now, the way they tune the whole thing is, they will no more give us the medicines again. So they try to form these spraying gangs. So Cocoa Board will allocate the chemicals to the gangs, and then they come to spray for the farmers. But actually, we here, we've just started the program, but we've not achieved our aim of getting the gang to spray for us. So normally, we take the medicine ourselves, then we spray.
I see. Now let's talk about market for your products. Where do you normally sell your cocoa?
Okay, we normally sell it to Cocoa Board. So we sell our own at Vanna here. We have a receiving center there. So that's where we normally sell.
And understand the market, the price of cocoa these days is not encouraging as compared to, neighboring countries. Do you know anything about that?
Yeah, so that is true, because we the farmers, we have been crying for long. Because first you put the question to me, how lucrative it is. In fact, there's a lot of, fatigues before you achieve, your seeds need to go and sell. It's not easy. Plucking, even apart from maintenance, you come to pluck, and you need to acquire labor to assist you pluck, to assist you pick, to assist you break, and then after fermentation, you cannot pack it alone from the farm to the house.
You still need labor.
You still need labor. Right. So there's a lot of labor, and a bag of cocoa is even it is just recently they've raised it to 800 Ghana cedis. Formerly it was 600 and something Ghana cedis, which was just a peanut. If you want to take out your labor, all the expenditure from that, you could see that you achieve nothing. That is the truth of the matter. So we cocoa farmers, we are not actually happy with what is going on.
So I understand people are smuggling cocoa out of the country. If you get the opportunity, will you do that?
Actually, me, I'm not the type of a person, no matter how circumstances. I'm a dedicated person. I'm dedicated to myself and dedicated to the community, to the country as a whole. So me, per se, it will be difficult for me. Even people have been coming to buy, from this Ogome and then this Olunka from people. And they do come to me because so far in the community here, I'm the one who normally produce more cocoa than the others. Even if you go to Cocoa Board and then you acquire, I produce more cocoa than. But I can never sell my cocoa to, no matter our circumstances, I can never sell my cocoa to smugglers. Yes. Since the lands have been there for so long, and But one thing we observe is, one thing we really observe, Tete Kweshi was doing well, very well on these soils. Even that time, my father, he normally achieves at the plaque, at the season, because the main season is October. Oh, he achieved more than 30 bags at just
so
at the
what
plaque.
you're saying, the Kweshi yields more than
Yes,
current hybrid.
And now this hybrid, you know, since it's agriculture type of development,
Okay.
it needs a lot of work,
Okay.
a lot of chemicals to be applied on it, including pollination.
Okay.
You need to pollinate the cocoa trees.
Okay.
Then it can harvest. I mean, it can produce more.
So why not go back to the Tete Kweshi breed?
But now Cocoa Boss said, Tete Kweshi is. Tete Kweshi is old.
Outmoded.
So now they are calling this one Akorabedi.
Okay.
Akorabedi. So actually, this one it produces earlier.
So
than,
how long does it take for this hybrid to yield?
Oh, just 3 years. Then
3 years.
It started.
And as compared to
yielding
Kweshi,
for about 6 or 7 years.
Okay.
I
see.
So that's the difference. And do you know one thing, Cocoa Board? For them, they can tell us we can achieve that. Because with pollination, if you pollinate the trees, you can harvest. I'm very sure you can achieve that target. But the question is, at the age that we are now, with the lens, the weak lens that we have, we cannot be doing those things.
I see.
So now the new techniques that they brought to us again, because Cocoa Board itself have found that they are not hitting the target.
Okay.
So recently we were trained to use this type of containers.
Okay.
So that we can harbor flies. These small insects which can pollinate.
Okay.
So we can put like banana skins, and then rotting
insects to
those rotting things. You need to have them a lot in the farm, not one, not two. And you need to hang them all along. A huge task. And then in the evening time, or once a time you come, then you hit them, because sometimes they may be there and only be
without coming out.
Without coming out. So you need to come and then hit them so that they go
shake the container for them to come out.
To go and pollinate for you. That is a new technique that they've now shown. It's only about 2 weeks now. Our TO came to train us on that.
Okay.
Because that's what they also observe, because they are having less production.
I see. Now, Mr. Ibrahim, with all this, problems you are talking about, you are still in the cocoa farming business. What's motivating you?
Oh, we're still having hope. The hope we are having is that, a cocoa is a cash crop. So no matter how circumstances, we are only, even when the small yield that you get, we only hoping that when the price is good, at least the few harvests that you will get, you will enjoy it. So that's why we are still in it, because you buy me sell it to government, and government will pay you. But we are only praying that we should have a better price than it is. I
see. Now, with all the challenges that you've mentioned, are there other major challenges that you can talk of?
That is what we are saying, because now labor, even labor, like clearing the farm now, 12 by 12 is 35 Ghana cedis. So you can assume, if you calculate 12 by 12 into 1 acre, our normal acres that we do normally measure is about 9 ropes. If you calculate it into 7, you see it's a huge money. So normally we depend on chemical, which is the weed killer. And now weed killer too, the prices are high.
Very high.
So things are difficult for us, honestly. But still we need to remain, because already you are in it. You cannot abandon it. So you only pray for things to get better.
Now, you've been in the cocoa business for the past 10 years. What is that property or something that you've achieved out of the cocoa business that you can boast of?
Okay, I would say at least on few, normally it will assist you, even if you don't achieve anything as such. I mean, it's something that you need to depend on.
I see.
And the reason why this cocoa sometimes, though what we expect from it and we are not achieving it, is all year round. As now you are in the farm, you could see there are still pods on the trees.
That's right.
But the question was not like that. The question, you only go in for 2 seasons.
Okay.
But this one, all year round, at least you have some even small.
So that's the advantage of the hybrid.
That's the advantage of the hybrid.
Yeah, you definitely get some.
You get something. So even if it's a inside you can sell it.
I see. I see. I see. Now you spoke about being one of the best cocoa farmers in the AVATIME area. Have you won any award?
Oh, so far I've not won any award, but I was promised by one of our TO once a time when he was then our technical officer. He was called Soko, because they have been visiting the farms. He gave me a promise that anytime they are going to give an award for cocoa farmers and all those things, you will make sure I also, but I've not achieved anything yet.
That's right. We hope you achieve. Now, I don't know. Pause, stop.
It's also beneficial because it assists you pay your child school fees and then other household activities and all those things. So it's still, that's why things are difficult.
There are still a lot of
benefit advantages from it.
I see.
Yes.
Now,
so
before we go, someone watching out there want to start cocoa farming. What advice will you give the person?
Oh, it is good. I will not say getting into cocoa farming is not good. We only pray that the price of cocoa
We improve.
should get better.
That's right.
Because just recently, before the new price, which is the 800 Ghana cedis, we were hoping for about 1,000 and over Ghana cedis. Then we can also, you see, when we have the price, as I've already mentioned, when the price is good and the small yield that you get, you can do something from it. But when, after taking your expenditure and all those things, I mean, we can do something. So I'm getting into cocoa farming is good. And we only pray that the government also should turn its attention to cocoa farmers, because cocoa is one of the major commodity cash crop for the country.
Definitely.
So the government should not look down upon cocoa farmers.
That's right. Mr. Ibrahim, we thank you so much for your time. We are really grateful for the time you've made for us, taking us through your farm. And we're hoping to be back again soon.
Thanks you very much. And you are welcome.
Before we go, can we have a taste of your hybrid?
Yeah, why not? Okay, let me break it for you then. But even we are educated that we shouldn't use cutlass to break it.
Okay. Why? Is there any reason?
And sometimes by breaking it, the cutlass will meet the beam.
Okay. Okay.
And as soon as it's damaged, then it's no more useful again. So we use small sticks.
Okay.
Then you break it, or even stone to break it. So normally we have been doing that too.
I see. Oh wow. It tastes so sweet. This is Gosa GTV. We've been having a wonderful moment inside the thick forest of AVATIME. Kegese.
This place is called Kegese.
Inside Kegese. Yes. Wonderful moment with Ibrahim Ochina. Very hardworking cocoa farmer right here inside AVATIME, BIAKPA. Thank you for watching this episode. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel and leave a comment down there. Thank you for making time with us.
To add, I told you we have a cocoa corporation, like an cooperative. Yes. Okay. I'm also the chairperson of the cooperative.
So what's the name of the cooperative?
That's Tsomenenyo Cooperative, a cocoa, AVATIME BIAKPA cocoa cooperative.
So you want to use this opportunity to say something to your members?
Yeah. So to my members, Okay, I am encouraging all of us to always be serious about cocoa farming, because farming, by all means, should achieve whatever you need from it. And as I've said, we only pray that government should put much attention on cocoa farmers, so that, and with that, it will encourage a lot of youth to go into farming.
Mr. Ochina, thank you so much. Viewers, thank you so much for making time to watch this episode. I go by the name Dada James. Don't forget to subscribe, leave a comment, and as you view